Today we are talking about one of my favorite topics in the world, and that's saving money. I love getting money in ways that are different. Maybe you gotta think outside of the box, and actually getting scholarships is kind of an art. There are so many scholarship websites like scholarships.com, fastweb.com, but how do you actually get these scholarships? You know what I mean? I swear some of them are not even real. So through trial and error, I have come up with 5 tips on how to actually get scholarships. I've gotten 6 scholarships in 2 years. It's all because I followed these 5 things that I figured out is kind of the magic recipe on how to actually get scholarships. I save thousands of dollars this way, so let me tell you how I do it. My first tip is to get your GPA up as high as you can. This pertains to if you're still in high school, if you're a freshman in college, or if you're in college trying to get more scholarships. There are always ways to get your GPA up. If you can get it above 3.0, then that will pretty much guarantee that you can apply for every scholarship you want. There are some exceptions. Some people want a really high GPA for you to apply to their scholarship, but that's even better. If you can get it up higher, then you have a better chance of winning. And I know that's kind of annoying if you have like a 2.9, or if you're like right below and you have to wait a whole semester to get your GPA up. I know that sounds really long and boring and almost not worth your time, but really your GPA matters a lot anyway, so why not get it up to get more money also? My second tip is to search for niche category scholarships. Websites like I talked about earlier, scholarships.com and fastweb.com, those are all national scholarships, and you have a very little chance of actually getting them. So instead of searching for huge scholarships like that, search for niche categories online and they will pop up. For example, I'm a martial artist, so I looked up martial arts scholarships and there are only a handful. So if you're a musician, look for music scholarships, or even better, if you're a violinist, look for violin scholarships. If you play chess really well, if you've won tournaments in chess or something, if you volunteered a whole lot and you have tons of community service hours, that's another good one. Think about your skills and look up scholarships pertaining to your skills, and you will find itty bitty ones strewn across the country that you can apply for and that you have a much better chance of winning. I won 2 martial arts scholarships and those have been awesome. My third tip is to search for scholarships pertaining to your major or minor. Not even that, some schools even have their own scholarship database according to college. So if you're in the, let's say, engineering department in your school, then you can just apply for all of the engineering scholarships and you're likely to get one, because now your competition is not anyone in the country, but it's anyone just in your school. But if you don't have that, you can also search based on your major or minor. For example, I can go online and look up scholarships for nutrition and dietetics majors. And so now you've narrowed your search to all college students ever, to all college students in your itty bitty degree. My fourth tip is to search according to your personal characteristics. Things like ethnicity, religion, military, if you're a child of a military parent, or if you're a child of a deceased guardian. There are scholarships for pretty much every circumstance you could think of. There are tons of scholarships for minority ethnic groups, tons of scholarships for minority religious groups. I know these last 3 tips have been all about searching, but that's really half the battle, if not most of the battle, is searching for the right ones and applying for the right ones and really being the candidate that the people who have the money are looking for. Which brings me to my last tip, and that is to write well, which is very vague, I know, but there's a way to write correctly to win scholarships. If you're familiar with the scholarship application process, most want you to write something. It's really annoying, I know, because it's like, why would I spend my time and energy into something I don't even know I'm going to get? But if you're confident in what you're applying to, if you meet all of the qualifications that they've laid out beforehand, and now you have to write something, and it's not too big of a scholarship, then you probably have a pretty good chance of getting it. And this last step of writing correctly is really going to make the difference between you and someone else who is the exact same person but writes really poorly. To give you more of an idea of how to write, you want to write emotionally but professionally and not beg them for the money. You want a good intro and a good final sentence. You want to start them with something interesting, leave them with something heartfelt. If you can explain eloquently why this money will help you in your studies, in your future education, in your future career, it's going to help you make the overall community better. That's the overhanging idea all scholarship givers want to see in their receivers. I guess it also depends on the field, but in my field, they want you to be compassionate, willing to go the extra mile in your education, in your future career, and they want to give the money to someone who seems like they've got it together. At the same time, you don't want to come across as a robot. So writing is such an annoying thing to do. For a lot of people, I like it, but I understand it's annoying. But you can do it! Sorry if that writing tip doesn't make much sense, but it's really gonna make or break you. To recap, get your GPA up, search for niche categories for your major or minor or for your personal characteristics, and write to the heart, but not too much to the heart to where you're begging for the money. You're gonna do great. You're gonna get so much money and you're gonna go through your education in peace and in bliss. Well, probably not, but in more peace and bliss than you would have. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you want more finance and college content. I will see you later.